Hello, friends. Today we are going to talk about Epic, the Agile Epic. The first and foremost question that comes to our mind is what is an epic? So, when adopting Agile and DevOps, an epic serves to manage the task. It's a defined body of work that is segmented into specific tasks, which are called user stories or stories based on the needs and requests of the customers. Epics are a helpful way to organize your work and to create a hierarchy. Just in the same fashion, the way we organize our files in Internet Explorer using folders, using subfolders, same applies to epics. The idea is to break down work into shippable pieces so that large objects can be delivered and we can continue to ship value to our customers on a regular basis. Epic helps the teams to break down their work and to deliver effectively. That's the theoretical definition and theoretical purpose of epics. I hope it is making sense. If not, let's move ahead and look at the analogies. But before we go to the analogies, look at these illustrations. These illustrations are clearly depicting what is an epic. So, here, epic, if you look at this diagram, the first illustration, it has got user stories. So, every theme can have multiple epics. So, if the theme of the delivery is, say, first sustaining release, it can have multiple epics around the features which are going to get delivered into this sustaining release of the project. And in the epics, the product owners create various stories which are actually for that particular feature. So all the stories, they can be stories from different function areas as well. So all the stories associated with any one particular feature should be part of that epic. So this is what we are stating in this first diagram, and each story may or may not be further broken down into tasks. So that's the hierarchical structure of Epic. But Epic does not just serve the purpose of storing or managing the user stories, it has a wider purpose as well. Look at the second diagram. That's the Epic burn down chart. So, looking at the Epic burn down chart, the management and the team can make out how they are progressing in the project, what are the delays, what is the area of attention. So burn down chart is a one dashboard using which the management can understand where they need to work to make this project delivery successful and on time. This is all about IT Epic, how we use Epic. Let me take you through the journey of analogies which will define the Epic term permanently into your mind. Look at the first example. My God, it is none other than our Indian epic. Mahabharata and Ramayana are our epics, and this example can exactly map to Agile epic. The Indian epics are same as Agile epics. The way an epic name tells us what stories it will have, same way the Agile epic name should tell you about the delivery feature. Like, for example, Mahabharata reminds us of Kaurav and Pandavas. Ramayana tells us about Ram's life. And the name itself tells us what kind of stories are we going to get in this epic when we are reading it. Similarly, the epic name will tell us what feature or what delivery it is talking about. It has to be self-explanatory. It it is the complete summary of what we are going to deliver under the user stories that are a part of this epic. And just like every story in an epic, it the user stories also have a beginning and an end. Similarly, we have requirements and acceptance of each user story, and all the stories of epic are related to the same delivery. So whenever you're thinking of epic and you're not able to remember what it is in Agile, think of Indian epics and you know what you're talking about. Let us look at the next analogy. It's around house construction. And this is also not just an analogy, this is an example how we can divide a big project into epics. So the project would be making and designing a house. Now we can divide the whole project of this construction and designing into multiple epics for each component of the house, like master bedroom, kids room, guest room, living and dining room, kitchen, washrooms, garden. All these can be different epics of this house construction project that the company has picked up. So with this as base, we will have multiple stories in each epic to complete the construction. For example, for the master bedroom, there'll be a phase when it will be designed into a 3D diagram where it will be decided where there'll be a mirror, where there'll be a wardrobe, where there'll be a bed, what kind of flooring it will have, how we will do the paneling. So that designing part, that can be one story in the epic. Then the next story can be, what kind of material it's to be used for the paneling. The third story can be what kind of mirror shape it will have, what is the material that will be used for the drawers, and how the what will be the dimensions of the drawers. Fourth story can be the designing of the wardrobes, and so on and on. Similarly, for all these different components, we can have different user stories for each of them. And all these different stories will be mapped to their own epics. And the moment owner will look at all these stories, he would know what exactly the construction organization is going to do with this requirement, how they are going to design the rooms, how they are going to design the living room, what is it that he's going to get in the kitchen. So he will have all the details in the form of user stories. And when the work has started, he will also like to see what is the progress of the project, what is the progress of the construction of his house, where he can go. Any ideas? You got it right. It's the epic burn down chart that will give him the clear picture of the construction detail and the construction status of his house. So now we see how we have divided the big project of constructing the house into small epics, and how the owner is able to see the progress. And see, the epic names here should be self explanatory again. So, for example, master bedroom should have master bedroom design and execution as epic name. This is another important part while writing the epics. So, this is how epics helps us in arranging large volume of work into different small modular form. I hope these analogies and examples that I have just stated would help you to understand the concept of epic, and the epic term is absolutely clear to you. But if you have any questions, if you have any confusion, please put it in the comment section and I will reply to you. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel PMO Agile and stay updated about the new videos. Thank you.